So is the Titan Series adjustable bench really worth the hype? And is it worth the spendy price tag that comes along with it? Okay guys, so let's get down into it. This is my Titan Series adjustable bench. I've owned this bench for over a year now, and I'm gonna tell you guys exactly what I think about it, the good, the bad, so let's get right into it. Right off the bat, the reason that I went ahead and purchased this bench from Titan was surely because of the length. It comes in at 56 inches, which is exceptionally long, especially if you're a taller person. I personally am about 6'1", so when I lay down on this, there's more than enough room. So let me show you. So when we take it all the way down to flat, you're able to do things like getting your feet up on the bench with no problem at all. So I can sit here without being all the way forward, lean back, feet on, and I can go about my pressing here. If you don't want to do feet on, that's totally fine too. And you have a ton of extra room there. So that is amazing. Compared to commercial gyms and other benches on the market, oftentimes they're just a little bit too short. Unless you're a shorter guy, I'd highly recommend going with this. And as far as I know, this is one of the only benches that has that extra length to it. So the next feature that really separates this bench from others is it has 9 adjustable inclines. So we have flat, and then it goes up just one by one, just like that. Okay, so you can do a variety of inclines all the way up to just a pure shoulder press as well. As you can see how I did that with one hand, that brings me to another pro, is you do not have to take out those little pins every single time to adjust. It's very, very easy. You just grab this red lever, and you can bring it all the way down. 3 inclines on the front, right there. So if you're doing a high incline press, very easy to adjust. So that is the Titan Series bench as far as adjustability. 9 adjustments, so you can hit absolutely every single angle of your chest. Getting into build quality, we have 2-inch by 3-inch 11 gauge steel as far as the build here, and they're using their Hefty Grip vinyl, which I have used about every bench on the market, and this upholstery on this is by far my favorite. There's a couple other companies like Rep that use their own type of Hefty Grip, and to me it's just not the same. I'm not a fan of the Rep vinyl at all, which is their direct competitor. The Rogue is just a completely different thing in its own, and once again, even coming in at the Rogue benches that are $800-900, I much prefer this, and I have access to those Rogue benches as well. So this is over a year's use on this bench, and I have not a single scuff. Nothing is wrong with this at all. It's still exactly the same as the day that I purchased it. As far as thickness and width, you're looking at a 25-inch width with a 2.5-inch pad, which in my opinion is perfect. Before I had this bench, I had the Thompson fat pad, which is extremely thick and extremely wide. Now, as far as the fat pad is concerned, it's very good for flat pressing, but the problem I was running into was that when you do flies, it doesn't allow your shoulders to go all the way back, and I was actually developing some sort of injury from that. So I think that the width they have this at, which is 25, is really going to be a perfect width as far as just getting your whole body around the bench so you can still do flies properly, but when you're doing your heavy pressing, it still feels stable. When it comes to Titan, they really do think of everything. As far as storage, we not only have a knurled handle to pick it up, which is just a small feature that's awesome, we have easy transportation wheels and a rest so that you can stand this completely upright when not in use. So the fact that you're able to stand this bench completely upright is amazing for storage, especially if you're in a small garage gym like I am. I can easily put this against the wall when not in use. Now the next thing that some people would say is a con, I would also say is a pro. This bench weighs over 120 pounds. So this is one of the heavier benches on the market, if not the heaviest bench. You're able to do chest supported dumbbell rows and other movements without the bench moving. So you can hold on to heavy dumbbells and be completely supported with never moving at all. A lot of the commercial benches like Life Fitness and other brands at the commercial gyms, the second you lean against that with 80-pound dumbbells, it is sliding all the way forward. So after a full year of use every day with this Titan Series adjustable bench, I cannot think of a single con I am not affiliated with Titan Fitness at all, and this is one of the best benches I've ever used in my entire life. So it is a little bit spendy at that $450 price mark when you could easily get other benches for around $200. But in my opinion, if you plan on keeping this bench for the rest of your life, this bench is going to last you. It is never going to break, and you're going to be 100% stable. Being that the bench is the one thing in your gym that remains stable, it is the one thing that you're never going to replace, I think it's worth the investment. So thanks for watching, guys, and stay tuned as I'll be reviewing the Titan Fitness Cable Tower along with a lot of other products. Really appreciate you guys. Subscribe and hit that like button.